Welcome back to part 2 of my NES Black Box adventure. Last time, we took a short glimpse into what the NES had to offer upon its original release. Today, we're going to delve into the other half, which in total equals to about 30 games in the Black Box genre. I will be jumping ahead a couple of years, as Black Box games were released all the way into 1987. To make it clear, there are also some games that came in silver packaging, like Metroid and Kid Icarus, that some consider to be black box games. I, for one, don't believe those to be in the same category, so they will be in their own videos. Without further ado, let's jump into it. First, we are going to jump onto the pitch, which in other words is the soccer field. Pick 1 or 2 players and choose your team. You can choose from USA, GBR, which I believe is Great Britain, France, Ferg. What the hell is Ferg? What is that, some kind of frog team? A team of frogs? That would be amazing. Let's look up FRG. Oh, it's Germany. Okay. Why not just use GRM or something like that? Anyway, you also have Japan and I think Spain. Pick your skill level, and it's time to play ball. Well, besides the colors, everybody looks the same. The frog team has creepy red eyes. Ugh. Both A and B shoot the ball, but I can't figure out how to do it. What the hell am I doing wrong? There's no indication of how to play. Ugh, I don't get it. To get the ball back from the other team, just run into them and hope for the best. And look, your teammates just run around all willy-nilly. Now, imagine watching a soccer game, or a football game, and seeing all the players run away from the ball as far away as possible. It'd be boring, and honestly frustrating. At halftime, the cheerleaders come in, dancing around like malfunctioning animatronics from Five Nights at Freddy's. Is that the sound of the crowd? Or is that waves in the ocean? Oh, finally! Goal! Oh my god, half of them run like their hair's on fire, and the other half flaps their arms like they're trying to fly away. They're not frogs, they're pigeons! Anyway, game is basic, but not bad. Now on to Mock Rider. The demo shows him crash and explode almost instantly. Man, that's awful! You have fighting, endurance, solo, and design to choose from. In the year 2112, the Earth has been invaded by evil forces. Journey to neighboring sectors, destroying invaders? You are Mock Rider? Wait, I thought it was a racing game. What the crap is this about alien invaders? I have guns too? Okay, that kicks ass. And just like that, I exploded. At least the demo was accurate. This driving and shooting reminds me of playing Spy Hunter, another classic on the NES. I don't know how to avoid the aliens coming from behind. Oh, come on! What the hell? Whoa, okay, the up arrow shifts gears way too fast. So, is Mock Rider a superhero? It's a pretty lame hero if you ask me. Beat level 1, and I learned A and B chooses your next course. Level 2 goes green and blue. Endurance is similar, except you need to go to a certain distance within the allotted time. I swear, the puddles purposely throw you into those explosive barrels. Design is basic, make a track and play it, nothing too special. In closing, it's weird, but I'd recommend giving it a play. Next, we got the arcadey classic Wrecking Crew. You have the options of 1 or 2 players, and of course, design mode. Pretty sure the main character is just Mario in a hard hat. Just look, it has to be. He was everywhere in the 80s. A and B both swing the hammer, but what the f? It only swings forward. Oh, come on. Great, I'm dead already. The main premise is to break all the walls, ladders, and what look like doors. Breaking the ladders leads me to believe it's going to get real complicated later on. I just want to drop in real quick If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to this content. If you want to see more in the future, every little bit helps. Every person who does gets a free mental hug, and I will love you forever. The doors are used to turn those phallic-looking monsters blue and useless. You know, when they turn blue, it reminds me of those ghosts from Pac-Man, but you don't eat them. That'd be awkward. Now we got the dudes from Among Us. Alright, who here is the imposter? Is it you? Or you? I'm keeping my eye on you. Each level is like a puzzle, and they get harder and harder. One false move, and you're finished. Well, guess I'll wait and die. Did you see that? When he dies, his whole body spins like a pinwheel. Okay, that was a cool chain reaction. Man, this game really makes you think. Okay, oh man, here we go. Almost there. Two players is like it sounds. When one dies, the other takes over. Pretty basic. Design is also similar to past games. Make a course for others to play. Same old song and dance. Anyways, I'd recommend giving this game a play. Now we got a weird one called Gumshoe. At first glance, based off the demo, it looks like a basic side-scroller. This creepy pedophile-looking dude strolling through various areas, avoiding beer bottles and collecting red balloons. Maybe he's trying to fight his alcohol addiction, and instead, collecting balloons. I don't know. I can't push start. What is going on? Well, come to find out, it's a light gun game. Who would have thought? I sure didn't. Stevenson, I've got your daughter. Bring the 5 Black Panther diamonds to me within 24 hours or else. Come alone. P.S. Don't call me. I'll call you. King Dom. Okay, that's a weird plot. I don't understand what to do. I can't shoot the balloons. I can't shoot the bottles, so what else can I shoot? Oh, I shoot the pedo to make him jump. Okay. Oh, so I can shoot the bottles. Well, why wasn't it working before? It'd be nice if this game had a practice mode or instructions or something. Whoa! I didn't expect that small car to pop out and murder me. Is that an RC car? Or is our trench coat wearing weirdo just a giant? Man, this game is kind of hard. Ugh, come on! So, once you figure out that you can shoot the cars and bottles, it gets easier, but not by much. When these gems appear, though I'm not sure how, this weird background music starts playing. You collect the gem, and it got me killed. Damn gem. Not gonna lie, playing a platformer with a light gun is kinda challenging. That'd be like trying to use a driving wheel to play Call of Duty. How long is this first level? Well, now I'm in the desert. Okay, I shot a bird, it dropped a vial and gave me a pink coat. Not sure what that does. Oh, so the pink coat gives me an extra hit. Well, that's helpful. Collect enough of those vials and you get a green coat that gives you more extra hits. Now we got rocks? Jesus, man. Great. Game over. I'll admit, I suck at this game, but it's time to move on. It's a weird one, sure, but honestly, it's a good one if you like weird games. Oh, Balloon Fight. What a classic NES title. Brings me back to being a kid again. Friends get mad at you because you accidentally pop their balloons while trying to play. Ah, good times. You got 3 modes, 1 player, 2 player, and balloon trip. What you want to do is pop the enemy's balloons and then crush them like the scum they are. Yeah, take that! If they fall into the water, this big old fishy comes and gobbles them up. Glad that wasn't me. This time. If you're fast enough and realize you can do so, you can get to them before they blow up their balloons. Get an insta-kill on those bastards! Every few rounds, you get this bonus stage where you gotta pop as many balloons as you can to get that high score. You know, that age-old arcade trope. Each level has slight variety, but for the most part, sorta just stays the same. 2 players, just that. 2 people team up to pop those goblins right out of the air. This is where you can accidentally pop your friend's balloons, so watch out. Balloon trip is kind of crazy. What you have to do is pop the balloons while avoiding those electric puff balls in the air, and it gets quite challenging. One hit, and it's game over. It's a classic game, loads of fun, and bursting with nostalgia. Donkey Kong is one of those all-time classic arcade games. If you haven't played it, what are you doing here? Pause the video, go play the game, and come back. And for the uninitiated, basically you play as Mario, trying to save the princess, and from what I understand is Pauline. You jump over barrels and flames, and you can get this hammer to crush those stupid barrels. Take that, barrel! Whatever you do, do not jump down. Oh my god. Level 2 adds moving platforms and a spring thing that launches out every 2 seconds. Level 3 took me a second to remember, but what you do is remove those blocks, causing Donkey Kong to fall, save the princess, and it's happily ever after. That is, until the game resets. From what I understand, this Donkey Kong is actually Cranky Kong. You know, that one from Donkey Kong Country? If I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments. Donkey Kong 3 is very different than the original. Instead of climbing a tower to reach a princess, you now have to spray bugs with bug spray, protect these plants, and most importantly, do not die. And whatever you do, do not let the worms onto the platforms. They will not go away unless you upgrade your spray. Don't say I didn't warn you. At first, I didn't know what the goal was. Do you kill all the bugs? No. Do you try to survive? No. You know what it is? You have to spray Donkey Kong up to the top, and then you can move on. I guess that does make sense, but there was no indication of that being what you had to do. You can cheese the game a bit and just focus on Donkey Kong, making the earlier stages much easier and faster. As you progress, the levels get more and more difficult, and you can forget about those plants. They're just for score. Wait, I died and I won? Ah. I was able to make it to round 3 before I got kind of stuck with this new bug that focuses on you as it flies. In the end, it was definitely different and honestly refreshing. In Donkey Kong Jr., you try to save your dad from that mustache lunatic, Mario. I'm coming for you, Mario. There has been speculation on who Donkey Kong Jr. actually is, but I believe he is his own character. Donkey Kong lore can get pretty convoluted and heated amongst fans. I'm staying out of this one. Anyway, you can swing on vines and avoid those red and blue alligator snake things. I don't know what else to call them. I mean, look, they don't really have a body. Maybe it's a decapitated alligator's head? Get to the top and time for level 2. This time, you swing on chains and avoid those birds pooping out eggs. I hope they're eggs. Mario, I'm gonna kill you. And rip off that mustache. Level 3 gives you that beeps and boops of the future. Almost there. No! Level 4, you gotta push up those keys to release your dearest papa. It can be pretty challenging, but not too hard. Save dear old Pop, and that's the game. Not gonna lie, I enjoyed this one. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm strong to the finish, 'cause I eat my spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Alright, no more singing. At first glance, it seems that this punch that Popeye has does absolutely nothing. Oh, okay. I guess it's to punch these bottles? I guess this bush over here is spinach? It is spinach! There we go! Bam! Right in the kisser. Other than that, I don't know how to progress. Maybe you gotta collect these hearts. Okay, that's exactly it. Well, see? Told ya. The final stage, you gotta collect these letters spelling out "help me" to build the ladder up, save olive oil, and that's the game. Alright, enough of this one. Urban Champion. Well, this one sounds promising. Maybe it's like River City Ransom. Oh no. What the f is this garbage? Street Fighter? This is not. It's almost as bad as Karate Champ. At least in that game you can kick. From what I understand, A and B both punch, but B is more of a power punch. Ooh. Up and punch does a high punch, down and punch does a low punch. Doing so without punches blocks in that direction. Oh, and watch out for these angry neighbors and their potted plants. My guess, these two fight all the time, and their neighbor's fed up. The goal, if you can call it that, is to punch your opponent off the screen and into the next area. There's over 3 areas total. Knock him into the sewer where he falls and dies. Then, this overly happy lady pops out, throwing confetti, celebrating your murder. All you do is mash buttons, and it all boils down to who rolls away in defeat first. Honestly, I can't recommend this one. Oh, slalom. If you watch the demo, my man is smuggling a whole damn bakery back there. My guy needs to stop pointing those things in my face and take it easy. Anyway, back to the game. A and B both jump. Forward on the D-pad speeds up, and back slows down. You know, pizza, French fry. Any South Park fans out there? If not, you're gonna have a bad time. Gotta watch out for skiers, trees, and snow lumps. Turning is kinda awkward. It's hard to explain, but when you push left or right, you turn. When you let go, he keeps turning for another couple seconds before correcting. It's weird. Dude has a gaping hole for a face. Ugh, creepy. Every time you run into something, your character does this very impressive front flip. Wait, time ran out? There's a time limit? Game over? Oh, come on. Each mountain has varying degrees of difficulty, but there's not much to it. It's okay, but not memorable. Volleyball, the first thing you see is players twerking as you choose your team. Look at her go. Choose men or women's teams, and oh my god. The men hump the friggin' ball. Who made this game? Now she's humping the ball? I don't even know. I don't remember seeing that in volleyball. Maybe in the 80s? I doubt it. A serves and also hits the ball, and B spikes the ball. I'm getting owned here. Man, I just want 1 point. When you pause, they form a triangle and just stare at you with their soulless eyes. The women have no bottom jaw, and it reminds me of Raziel from Soul Reaver. This is embarrassing. Okay, ball humpers. I suck. This game sucks. Time to move on. Pro wrestling is one of those games where everybody owned it and nobody owned it at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, nobody really owned it, but also had memories of playing it. Pick 1 or 2 players, and away you go. B punches and A kicks. Somehow I keep initiating a throw or a grab, but I don't know how. Sometimes it's successful, sometimes it's not. I don't really know how it works. I am getting my ass kicked. Stop pinning. Stop! Holy crap! I lost. Surprising. This game is kinda crap. I mean, look at this mess. This makes WWE 2K20 look like a masterpiece. Oh yeah, rolled out of the way just in time. Who's the man? I can't even get a 1 count. Oh, but he beats me just like that? Alright, I'm done. In closing, the Black Box games were something to be desired. There were some good games, a couple stinkers, and then pro wrestling. I don't even know how to describe that one. I know I kind of blew through these games rather quickly, but with most of them being a simple concept derived from an arcade game, I didn't see much of a reason to go into depth. Although in future videos, where I will be focusing more on 1 or 2 games at a time, I can go more in depth into those games that created our childhoods. Games like Legend of Zelda, or Metroid, Super Mario Bros. 3, or Blaster Master. Join me next time, where we will be diving into our first solo adventure in Ninja Kid. See you soon!